Welcome to Difficult Terrain Podcast. Josh, only.
Only me?
Glad to have you here. This is the number one podcast in Lorna's house.
I don't think that's true.
Thanks for having us over. We really appreciate you hosting.
Welcome.
That was
I'm
a
so glad
sultry
you pulled
intro
out the
voice.
pappies to share with us.
You have so many plants. Oh, I didn't expect this many plants.
I do have a lot of plants, yeah.
It's a little humid in here.
Like rainforest in here.
Well,
But no
welcome
need
back,
to drink
y'all.
water, you just breathe it in instead. Sorry, continue.
Can't wait for it to drip on you. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite way to hydrate: breathe.
Humidity. Yes, everybody loves high humidity. That's why we live in the DC area, all of us.
Yep, every last one.
Y'all should come over more. It's nice. We have the Capitol and like monuments.
And they're free
Yeah, I lived there
to look at.
for a while.
Don't lie.
Wait, what?
Just in general.
Just
Stop.
in general,
Don't
don't lie. Not about that. Just about everything else.
Yeah.
Just don't
Anything
lie.
else you may want to lie about, don't do it.
Don't do it. Lying's bad.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad to have you guys back. And speaking of lying, we met last time a halfling that was lying to Zoe about being a halfling.
Oh.
It was pretty wild. But before we get there, I have a question for you all. Well, actually, story question. So I recently bought start with a story, lead to the question.
Okay. All right. Let's now we
That's
get
every
the crush
question.
as to why you're asking.
It's not every
That's
question.
what it is.
Yeah. So I bought a Ninja Creamy or Cremi. Have you seen those things?
No.
No
It's
idea
an
what that is.
ice cream maker. So it
Oh.
but it's
Okay.
not traditional where you put like ice in and then like it makes it real cold and then does it. You have to pre-freeze it. So you make the base, you put your heavy cream and stuff in there, and then you freeze it for 24 hours, and then it spins it together. Not quite.
Sounds like
it
an
says
ice
it's
cream
not
maker.
But yes, but it's in reverse. Instead of making it cold, it has to already be cold, and it actually creates heat when it makes it, and so it kind of melts it a little bit into an ice cream. So it's kind of reverse. It's different.
Really?
Okay.
I thought that's how ice cream makers work.
Oh, maybe they do. What do I know about ice cream makers? This is the first one I've owned. So, but that's kind of what I was reading about. But it's something that I still don't know if I'm going to return. And the recipes in it suck. Thank goodness Nicole is here because she's fixed everything. It now tastes amazing. But I'm like,
Add
is
sugar.
it worth? Am I gonna? We eat a lot of ice cream, so I'm just like, is it worth making it at home? Waiting for 24 hours to freeze, then blending it up, or is this going to sit in the closet? And so that's where my story to question goes to: is that do you guys have a appliance? This is what we call apps now, right? Do you have an appliance?
That's what that's short for.
Digital appliance. Okay.
Go to the
A real
appliance
app, real
store
life.
on your phone.
IRL app that that sits in the closet that you thought, oh, I'm going to use this, like a popcorn maker or something that now sits in the closet and you haven't used in like a year. That's where I'm going. Josh, the man who lives alone.
The man who lives alone. Actually, so I don't know if I could call it an appliance. I haven't done it in a while.
It's because we call it apps.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
that's
right.
why.
I don't know if I'd call it an app, but it's been a little while just because it's really involved and doing it alone can be very difficult.
Oh, I'm guessing. Let me guess.
No.
Beer,
Don't.
beer making.
Yes. Yes. Oh, what were you going to think it was? No, I don't want to know. I take it back. So yeah, no, I have a ton of home brewing equipment, and every once in a while I'll break it out, and if I'm feeling lazy, I'll do like a cider because it's super easy. I don't have to worry about anything. There's no boiling. But like I really love doing it. It's just when it comes time to bottle it, sometimes it's a huge headache and a huge mess in my kitchen to do.
Do it in your bathtub.
So I think I'll stay away
Bathtub
from
gin.
Yeah, well, see the thing with doing it with a cider or a beer is I'd have to like sanitize the entire bathroom, and I'd rather not worry about like weird.
Why don't you have a
Infections.
bottling partner? That's what Corey used to do. Corey, you remember Corey from the Shea?
Yeah, but did you ever try the mead that he bottled?
I
It's
did.
terrible.
It was bad. It was tainted. I opened it and I was like, that was a really fun night, but I'm pouring this out because this tastes foul.
So if you get a small bit of bacteria in it, it destroys the taste. Is that it? Or
Yeah, so like
wow.
if there's an off, like if you don't sanitize everything pretty thoroughly and like continue to sanitize throughout the entire process, it can infect the batch and yeah, make things taste foul and skunky and gross, and not in a good sort of way skunky.
That would make it a bad batch.
It would, which is
Okay.
a great show.
Just
But
checking.
yeah,
Why don't you
no,
just
I
get a
think that-
keg? Just keg it.
because I don't have a kegerator, and it is on my list of things to get, but I also don't have the space in my apartment for a kegerator.
I had one of those. I should have just left that to you in DC.
What? You had one?
Yeah.
Friendship over.
And then I just got
used
rid of
for
it.
like. You just got rid of it?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so
Because
sad.
it was like malfunctioning. It wasn't great.
Well,
I mean, you probably could have
figured
fixed
out.
it. Yeah. But it was easier for me to not do that.
I mean, I could have wheeled that.
So you could have
those
wheeled
who
it down
don't know-
14th Street.
Yeah, I was gonna say he did actually live in DC at one point, and I could have just wheeled it down 14th Street
Allegedly.
and then down, down some streets. I don't want to tell people where I live.
Yeah.
And yeah, it would have been super easy, super fun.
All the crazy super fans. Yeah, you never
Yeah, I
know.
know. I don't need people finding out my address. Everyone loves
Well,
Klaus.
it's probably not that hard, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's probably not
Yeah.
that fun.
Actually, I had a bunch of websites take down information about me,
Nice.
so at least it's a little bit harder.
Good. Good for you. I should probably
You
do
should
that
Google
one.
yourself and find out, so you can get that shit removed.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go beyond Google. my
PSA.
friend.
PSA.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's probably the biggest one. I do have like a vegetable noodler that I use occasionally, KitchenAid that I use every weekend, a Instapot that I use probably once a month. I'm all about cooking and having fun with all the apps, as they were.
Okay. So you use all your apps, you're saying, pretty much, except for the homebrew. That's
Yeah,
kind of the
just because
furthest
it's
between.
super involved at a very particular point in the process.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Lorna, how about you? You have an app, IRL app that you sits in the closet you never use.
What do you guys think? Do you think I do or don't? I'm curious.
I say
Do you
100%
think I have
yes.
a lot of them or like not any?
I
think
say
I do?
very, very few. Very few.
I would say
Eric-
you have one.
Eric knows me
Yeah.
the most, so.
I say none.
So not having ever been married, I think, is a huge factor because whenever I see people's registries, like you can see that they get more and more excited about things, and like the bar gets lower and lower as like you go down the list. So I think that's a huge factor. But I'm pretty active on those like buy nothing groups. So I had someone pick something up yesterday that I haven't used in years that I got as a gift, and I had someone pick up a bunch of ultimate frisbee discs that I don't need, so it's pretty nice to just kind of get rid of that stuff. But I do have a lot of clothes that I don't use because of like office work culture hasn't really returned. So
Yeah.
I know,
True.
so boring.
Wait,
That's
what was
not
the
too
gift
bad.
or the app that you got rid of?
Oh,
Do you not
it
want
was
to share?
a gift. It was a gift.
Okay,
so-
that's why I assume that's why you didn't say it.
And they're an avid
Figured it out.
watcher, so yeah.
Yeah,
You never know. It's true, though. That reminds me of the Taylor Tomlinson stand-up. Do you know that?
God, love her.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Where she's like, when she got engaged, and she was like, something in my lizard brain went, level up. She's like, oh, and she went through Target, and she's like, oh, I'm better than everyone, and she picked out all the stuff she wanted, and yeah. So, anyway, she's if you don't watch her Taylor
Oh my
Tomlinson,
god!
fantastic.
I don't think Quarter Life Crisis, that one stand-up special. I don't think I've laughed hard at a stand-up special more so than that.
Yeah, she kills it. Well, speaking of killing it, Matt, what app have you killed and left in the closet?
Yeah. So speaking of getting married and leveling
are
up,
married,
we married in 2015, and if you believe it or not, the KitchenAid stand mixer is still in the box, unused.
What?
Really?
Allegedly, we just got into our home. So for the first year or two, it was like, you know, when we have a reason to, when we get a house, we'll kind of get settled down and kind of do that lifestyle and stuff like that. So supposedly this winter, maybe for holiday season cookies and stuff like that, we will bust it out and do some of that. But
Allie is not a baker?
She is, but it's just, you know, like it's a whole process, you know, the counter space for it, and you know, like taking it in and out and stuff too. So yeah, it hasn't been part of our cycle, but I think we are determined to use it this coming season. And separately too, I did go out and get a gigantic cast iron skillet to use more frequently, and I do use it to cook bacon on mostly.
Good call.
Really? Cast iron
way to start it.
Especially
fantastic.
Yeah, especially I cook the bacon outdoor now, and our grill has a burner on it, so like I do it outside so it doesn't stink up the house of
smart
bacon smell. So that's usually
what do you mean
go-to.
stink up? That is a beautiful fragrance.
It's the
And
cologne.
you're still
I
doing it
use.
wrong. You never put a bacon in a pan. You bake it. You bake bacon.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
Yeah, baking bacon is the right method.
Yeah, in the oven. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
incredible.
easier. It's better. It's just yeah.
Do you let it sit in its own grease, or do you elevate it so that grease drips off?
Elevating it is a proper technique, although it's a pain in the ass to scrub anything you elevate it off of. So usually just let it sit in its own grease.
Yeah.
Unless we're doing fancy
And put it on some paper towels and tap.
Tap. Yeah.
tap tap. Burn.
Or you could use that app they sold for a while. That the bacon, you hang the bacon over a thing and put it in the microwave.
I saw that.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Never used it.
Microwave.
Oh, I
Sounds
think
terrible.
I think my best friend in like elementary school, his mother used one of those. And it was actually really effective. Surprisingly good bacon. Like it was crisp as fuck.
That's our one.
CAF. Yeah.
Yep.
I did get rid of, just thinking about it too, I got rid of our apple core because that was a dumb purchase, but low stakes. We do still have a pineapple kind of core and like spiralizer. That's actually pretty decent. Haven't
I
used
just
it
bought
in
an
a year or
apple
two.
core. Corey, it didn't work for you?
It was okay, but you know,
How
you
you
just
doing?
you use it was one of those like the dual handle, and you just kind of like mash it over top of, and it kind of displays them off into like
no good.
8 slices. It's okay, but it's not worth it. If you have the space to drawer it or cabinet it, yeah, maybe
And clean it.
but,
Yeah. Okay. Eric?
Oh, was that me? Am I over there?
Irish?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I bought a sous vide a while ago, and when I first got it, I used it a ton.
People
because
love talking about the sous vide.
it's so good.
man.
It's so good. And when Alyssa and I first moved in together, like I was using it all the time. It's awesome. Makes such good food. But you do have to plan like an hour or 2 hours in advance because it's got a sous vide for that long. And I still break it out when we get steaks and stuff, and it's amazing. But I don't use it all the time. As much as we're using it.
That's
good.
fair.
So
It's time, man. It's all about time.
It's time.
I think about my dad, and like he used to wax all the leaves on all his plants every Saturday and water them all. And I'm just like,
his leaves?
yeah. Oh,
Oh no.
I don't know what that means.
he likes to wax off his leaves. So
Okay.
you get a leaf wax and wax the leaves on his plants. It would look beautiful, and any water spots would be gone, and it'd be like glimmery and glinty. They would be. I mean, the plants are incredible looking.
Like
ridiculous.
like house plants.
Yeah, yes, house plants. There's leaf wax that you can buy
I
and
have to
wax
Google
your
this.
plants.
I refuse
had
to accept that people wax.
No
leaves.
idea.
This
Yeah.
has got to be a euphemism. That you're
So
I
but
like
that's
this.
just-
Yeah.
he didn't have the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wax my leaves this weekend. What
Pride-
you doing? And maybe
pride-
clean the gutters.
Pride and ownership. I like that.
Yeah. So that was his thing for a long time. And as he got older, all his plants pretty much died. So I bought him a fiddle fig, and he until we went to the assistant living, he would call me, be like, "Oh, it dropped a fruit." I was like, "It has fruit? That means you're really taking good care of it. Like they don't mine doesn't have fruit."
Those are one of the hardest plants to keep alive.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And so he's like, I turn it a quarter thing. I follow the instructions. He's like, it's good. He has a green thumb. I didn't adopt that, but yeah.
I don't either.
Did you find the wax? Did you find the tree?
I did. It's a wax coating that covers the outer surface of the plant cuticle in land plants, as compared to ocean plants or water plants.
Oh, I have those too in my house. I have a aquarium with water plants.
Yeah.
My fiddle fig is dope though, but what I found, how I kept it alive, because I kill many plants, is there's aerators you put at the bottom, like aerator balls. They cover the bottom half of the planter, and then it sits in the top half. And for some reason it loves that. And then I bought fiddle fig plant food. I don't know if it really is any different than any other plant food, but it was more expensive. And I put that in the watering, and it loves it, man. My fiddle fig is killing it. It's outgrowing our place a little bit, so.
But no fruit.
It's doing good, but no fruit. My dad got fruit, which is
Cut it in half. Have 2.
yeah. Oh, I might do that.
Wait
Okay,
till summer or spring.
summer. That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I'll call you and be like, how do I do this?
Dude, I'll come pick it up. I'll come pick it up when I move to DC.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Be
if
my
you come out
housewarming
here,
gift.
yes. Or next time you visit, come over and hang out. We can double date or something.
Sounds great.
We cut some plants.
Put some plants together. That's what we do.
I do have a question about the sous vide.
Yeah. Yes.
Sous vide
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um,
No, we
when
got
I've
it right the first
seen-
time.
Oh, okay. So when I've seen like videos on YouTube, and they pull like steaks out of the bag, they look disgusting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Gross.
And then you have
Yeah.
to char them. Does
Yeah.
Does it have like a weird texture or anything like that?
No.
That the sous-
No. Best.
You can't
best
tell at
texture
all
ever.
that it's been.
No. It
When do you
tastes-
season it?
So I mean, most you season it beforehand.
Okay.
What
before
goes in the
put
bag?
pouch.
Yeah. A lot of restaurants sous vide steaks
That makes sense.
because they can sit at like the perfect temperature for a long time.
Yeah.
Mm.
You just pull them out exactly
I
when
mean,
you
I
need
don't
them
think
and then, like,
steak houses
char 'em
do,
real
but
quick.
I feel like sous videing steaks is not a rare thing. But it's the best steak I've ever had. It was a sous vide one. Then you put it with a little bit of butter in a cast iron grill pan. You get some heavy ventilation in your house, and it's so good, so good.
Just so you know what you're having for dinner this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
pull that back out.
Yeah.
So, do you? I mean, can it be rare or medium rare?
You set
or-
the
or-
exact temperature you want it to be.
Yeah.
Down
Does
to
it
the
If you want
degree.
rare, it'd be 120, 130.
Is it that it can never
Ish.
cook above that,
120-ish.
or that you pull it out at that point, or how does that stop?
I mean, sous vide
cooking?
it maintains the same temperature, so it's just a water bath. It's a hot water bath,
Right.
and whatever temperature you set the water to is what the temperature of the steak comes to. And the whole point, you set it to like 130 if you want a medium rare. I think it's 130, 128,
That sounds
something like
right,
that for medium rare. And so that's what we typically do. And you just set the water bath to 130 or whatever, and you put the steaks in there, and the entire steak gets to be 130, and so it is exactly medium rare after like an hour.
So it never overcooks. Like you can
Never
leave it in
overcooks.
there.
But if you leave it in there for like 5 or 6 hours, then it can become like mushy. But if it's an hour
okay.
there, it's like
Good.
even up to like I think 3 or 4 maybe, it's fine. Like you can't tell the difference.
Okay.
There's a website called Serious Eats that did a whole test on this stuff.
Well,
That is
when we get married, I know what's on my registry.
if you like steaks, it's awesome. It's really good for
fucking love
chicken.
steaks.
It's a little weird at first, but once you try it, it's so good. Really good for fish too.
Ooh, yeah, fish would be great.
Yeah, it's
so
good.
easy to cook, overcook fish.
It's so easy. Yeah, this thing basically makes it impossible to overcook something.
Well, speaking of overcooked,
Well, before
Are we playing Pathfinder? Is that
Oh,
what we're
wait,
doing
wait.
today?
Dolph doesn't tell us what his app was.
I kind of want to go make some
I
steaks.
did.
now.
The Cremmy. The
wanna-
Cremmy, I'm afraid, is going to be the app.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
right. You
what's
did
going
mention
on.
that. Okay.
Yeah, I remember it's a
I will-
story
okay.
question.
I am going to
Right.
give you a pro tip, though. So there is a Martha Stewart mixer out there, and it's not new. She basically stole it from the 50s, but it's a very long. It's long, and like it's a kind of a whisk at the end, but without overlapping metal. It's just like It's a whisk without overlapping metal. It's the only way I can describe it.
Okay.
But you put it. It's meant for eggs. You put it in it's scrambled eggs. You put it in your eggs, and you can push down on it, and it spins the bottom as you push up and down. As you push up and down on it, and it scrambles. But I use it for every fucking thing now. It mixes everything so well. It's incredible, and is maybe the best buy of the year. I bought a couple. There was a Black Friday deal at Macy's, so I picked it up. But
so it's just like a hand mixer or pulser, right?
Yes, but without any sort of energy except for the hand motion. So as you go down,
oh shit! Okay, so it's literally just the hand.
Yeah, it's hard to explain exactly, but there's a metal whisk on the bottom, and it goes into a very thin handheld top, and inside that there must be something that makes the bottom spin as you push down.
This thing? Oh, you're not going to work.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, fantastic.
Right. It's
I picked up a couple other things.
Macy's.
Yeah, great deal, best deal.
And if you use Difficult Terrain Podcast as your code, you will get... No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing.
Yeah, $8.
We're not Macy's friends or family.
That's right. Friend of the podcast. So anyway, speaking of overmixed, no, I got nothing. But so last week you had... Zoe took over the podcast last week and worked out some situations with his so-called mother, who changed shape into a hag, tried to steal his baby.
Yeah, who does that?
Almost killed his eidolon, which would have killed him, and then ran off into the streets. He talked to teacher Odd about it. You know, not a whole lot of resolution there. You don't understand why this hag was here, why I was pretending to be your mother, why I came in the middle of the city to bother you. I mean, you never bothered no hag, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, clearly this thing was targeting him and targeting his child. So, I mean, clearly it has some motive, even if that motive is not quite understood. You know, even if it is his mom, just the weirdest thing in the world, but maybe not in Golarian.
Did we notice whether this... did Zoe notice whether this tree had mushrooms all over it? Perhaps a tree out in the middle of a clearing?
It did not.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
It was a beautiful tree, though.
Oh.
Klaus, on the other hand, figured out, spent the favor.
Pop is definitely sick.
To find out his dad is really sick and decided to head home. So we're in a situation now where Klaus is headed somewhere and Otua is headed somewhere and our other friends don't have anywhere to go. So I'm going to let you guys meet up at the dormitory, wherever you want to meet. And if you guys want to pair up, great. If you guys want to hang out, this is the free world of Golarian. Oh. Dangerous world.
All right.
What do you all want to do?
Well, Klaus will definitely, as mentioned, if I can do something that makes my trip down there even more worthwhile, it can also give me a reason to come back. Be like, oh, I actually have to head back to school to tell them I completed this task. So, like, try and get out of jail free card when it comes to spending time with the family, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you're welcome to tell Teacher Ott or whoever, Kareed, or whoever you feel like, give them updates of what's going on.
Yeah.
So they know where you're going, you know. And they're like, no matter who you talk to, it's kind of the same situation. Like, oh, it's your downtime. Enjoy your downtime.
Did they say
let me know
how long the downtime is?
6 weeks.
6 weeks, right? Okay. Klaus will not like make a big show, but will mention, you know, like he'll be packing things up, but he is clearly like, if anyone's in the dorm, will notice he's packing things up and he's like going to be heading out.
Korzakan's obviously going to notice this because we hang out a lot.
We are bosom buddies.
We are. That is not my voice.
It's okay. I hear the German accent is very infectious.
Yes. Yeah, so we're like, so tell me why you had to finish all your beer before you head out?
Well, I have to clear it out. I want fresh beer when I get back. Don't
want
any of this to go back. Well, I'm hoping I will be back before the break. But
Oh.
I have to go down, see the family. Apparently, mein Vater is not doing so well, and mother needs some assistance around the farm.
Oh.
Yeah. We are, just a small family trying to take care of some shit.
Sheep?
No, shit. We're not shit farmers, but we do a lot on the farm.
Well, I'm pretty big and strong. If you want help, I don't really have any plans for the break.
Yeah, I didn't want to impose, but if you're not doing anything, you're welcome to come. I would love a travel companion.
Yeah, okay, I'm happy to help pick things up and put them down.
Oh, perfect. And you know what? On that note, we should probably get some roadies.
Don't worry, buddy. I have many.
All right.
I gotta finish my beer now, too.
Well, I've already had my cooler full, so I will watch you drink as I continue to travel.
Just like we watched Zoe the other night, right?
That's right. He was such an adorable sleeper.
Oh, such an adorable sleeper.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yep. You're welcome. I mean, any roadies that we get, Klaus would be more than willing to pick up. So, like, as we go to get rations for the road, food for the road, Klaus would definitely be more than willing to cover.
No, I do eat a lot, so I think I should probably,
Well,
pay
we
for
can
a
go
little bit.
halvesies.
Yeah.
Well, you
that's
check
We
your
can go
inventory,
Dutch.
and there's already several alcohols in there for some reason.
right. Yes, I noticed that earlier.
Thank you
I
very
always
much.
travel with some alcohol in my never-ending bag.
Thanks to Tua.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Is that good? I don't want to impose either, but it's kind of like
Don't worry.
I can say nothing. Not true.
No,
But I
please
can-
don't be quiet.
Okay.
A, that's not who you are, and also, you've decided to come down and help. I'm very much appreciative of this fact. So if there's anything I can do for you, I've been handing out these favors where there's no questions asked. So I will
We need
to my
to talk
bosom
about
buddy.
your boundaries, friend.
What's that?
Sexual favor.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a one stipulation.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, you be
I did
careful
not
there.
consider that maybe that would be on the list. We are a very private bunch.
Okay, I don't want any favors, sexual or not.
Yes.
Just-
Well, if you need anything, I am here for you, obviously.
Ditto, but not for anything crazy.
If you guys are looking for that, we were planning on stopping at Lamasara on the way back to Thuvia, so it is the port city of pleasure. So
Oh.
in my
Well.
homeland.
Well, I'm sure we could probably make a detour.
Oh, yeah. So, is Zoe and Otua, just hanging out in the dorms? What are they up to?
Yeah, like
So-
Otua's kind of packing with his weird menagerie of his attendees right now. He's got Benji and his Aunt Ellie kind of with him in his little caravan and
And a goat. Three-legged goat.
Three-legged goat that has not been cooked up yet by Korzakan for the mango goat burgers. Please, I'm the rich friend here. Let's go spring breaking in Thuvia. We'll go run around. I'll take you to my home compound. But we can get some studies in too. There's a really good university called the Scroll Spire in a neighboring city called Pashao. So we can go there and study up on our break. But we can also hit Lamasara and it's a port that's got many calls and many whims that they service and satisfy. And just check out life. Just get out of this rain. Ugh. I'm just gonna hate it.
And
Rains all the time.
you're talking to Zoe. Yeah, I mean, Zoe's in the dorm looking.
It's like I'm from here.
He's like, from yeah. He's
Don't
looking
you hate
around.
this shithole?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, I mean, are you inviting me on your trip to your home? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I know you have a young family too, so there's plenty of room if you guys want to come with. I would love to bring you along. How's everything at home?
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, I was just in here kind of scoping out. I think we're gonna have to move. We had that insect problem a while back, and I think that might have been solved. I think now we have a hag problem, which is not an infestation you kind of want to deal with. So we might have to move into the dorms here. So
Otua shoots a look at Aunt Ellie when it mentions you have a hag problem, but then also is like, oh, geez, that sounds rough. Yeah. Let's while you get sorted out, please let's take refuge on the road.
yeah, I think we could use a little bit of a vacation, if you don't mind. It'd be nice to. You say it doesn't rain in Duvia?
Not frequently, not as much as here.
That's weird.
We
I'll get used to it.
Yeah. We are more of a desert people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I can leave my umbrella behind. But yeah. All right. Let's do this. Thank you.
Otua touches his necklace. Mom, company's coming over.
Yeah. So Zoe will gather up the fam. He has an entourage as well, I guess. Although it's really not really an entourage. It's his wife and child, and half of himself, Gordy.
They might be more battle ready than Benji and a goat.
He was like 5-month-old or whatever. Yeah, maybe.
So you all pair off and head in different directions. And
see you later, tanks. Us two range attackers are gonna go off on our adventures.
At least you got Gordy.
You do have Gordy. And like, I assume like there's that moment where Klaus and Korzakan like pass the huge caravan that's forming. They're like,
Go back to Duvia.
oh, well, I'm glad we're not traveling this that many people. I feel
Or
like
that
we would
much
be shamed.
style. Yeah, but this is too much for me. Much too much.
We're gonna be
Traveling.
drinking and studying. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, let's not forget to grab the 24-pack of it out.
Oh, it's already in my bag, man.
Oh,
My bag
I should
of
have just
never-ending holding or something like that. Yeah. You've no idea. I have so much beer in there. It's ridiculous.
This is the best cooler in the world.
yes, doesn't weigh anymore.
But I got
hell
a friend to put like a freeze spell on it too to keep it nice and cold.
oh, this is the best cooler ever. You are the perfect traveling companion, Korzakan.
Yeah, we'll black out the entire travel time. I'll have no idea where we are. We'll just show up and be there.
And honestly, farm work, it's better to do it blacked out. You don't remember all of the work.
Sure.
As all farmers
Just gets
say.
done. I've heard every farmer say that. Yeah.
These hands are calloused from opening all those pop tops.
That's the kind of system. And holding the can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about the first day after in this caravan with Zoe and the main hero of the group, Otua.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Benji.
Benji. It
Let's
does
be honest.
smell in here. She brought all her rags with her. She kind of brings them along with her. And I'm going to need both of y'all to roll a fortitude save, please.
Oh boy. Zoe got a 16, and Gordy got a 17.
All right.
And mine works. Mine saves.
Okay.
It does. You know the DC. It's fine.
No. Oh yeah, my fortitude save is a that was a joke. 15 total.
15 total. Yeah, you all feel fine.
Benji's one of us. She's good.
You've acclimated. And both y'all are traveling in your own directions here. And we will start, I guess, with Klaus and Korzakan.
So K and K.
K and K. You travel back. You have some great stops along the way. Probably take your time a little bit. Have too much fun here and there overnight.
Perhaps.
And
Definitely.
Definitely.
How are we going? Are we walking, or do we have like horses? Or
It's a little carriage. I assume the
Okay.
horse-drawn carriage is probably the way to
Yeah.
go.
We paid for. I mean, Klaus would have probably paid for travel to get there faster, so that way get it over with.
yeah.
And you get back to your little hometown, somewhat little, and you head back to your house, your farm.
As we approach the farm, there's this moment where Klaus just deeply sighs, like it's like being a caged bird again, and just well, here we go. And probably during the travel, Klaus would have like discussed with Korzakan, oh yeah, my father, Cass. I realize now in a German accent this name doesn't work as well, but Kurth and his mother Mudiva. They run this farm. They have, I guess, a foreman, Itai, kind of helps Kurth with everything that's going on. And he has two siblings, Akutzve and Maita. They're pretty young though, so if you don't expect them to ever do anything other than baza us.
Of course.
Of course. I'm not sure what we're really walking into. I just am, again, like, just kind of disclosing what Korzakan's already agreed to. Yeah, so Faza, like, he's not doing very well, and Mother needs assistance. Hopefully it is a very temporary assistance. Hopefully this is just a mild bug that Faza will get over pretty quickly, and we can head back to school.
We should have brought Benji with us.
Yeah.
You
Next
take
time.
it.
Benji would have been super helpful. Well, you wouldn't notice it on the farms, that's the thing. With all the manure that comes with the wind.
It's true. She'll probably stick out pretty easily in their fancy houses that Otua
Yeah,
has. and all
that's
the
actually very
bath
comical.
bathing.
I'm glad that Benji went with him.
Maybe that's how we
true.
can communicate. Maybe we can send Benji your way.
Okay.
Benji's our communicator.
The owl.
So yeah, you roll up to the farm, and it looks like it always has. Although the crops aren't very tall, or as abundant as you might have thought. Tell me what does your farm look like?
It's a pretty modest farm. Maybe a little too busy. Looks like they have a field for cattle, or fantasy cattle. I assume cows are not the same in Golarian. Who knows?
Oh yeah, plus one cows.
Plus one cows, plus one adamantine cows. Other little foragers. I assume chickens will be plentiful as well. But there is some crops that they grow, probably more along the lines of wheat.
How big is the
it's
house?
a small operation, so everything's pretty small. But the house is one story, and
Bless you.
or is just like one main room, and then like a kid's room, farmhand room, and the parents' room, and kitchen, obviously.
There's no
And then
walls.
there's an outhouse. Oh, there's walls, but they're cloth and canvas. No, I'm just kidding. They're walls.
Couldn't afford walls.
Couldn't afford. I mean, they're not poor farmers, but they are definitely modest
Poor farmers.
Like they,
Yeah.
and like
Otua
the
would call
father.
them poor farmers.
Oh yes, and like the father, he does also work for the local militia. So like, he does what he can to be on the farm, but he's also like working with the militia.
Okay. Well, as you roll up, you see, as you described, although you see no one walking around, no one on the farm working at the time. But, it was late afternoon. Maybe they retired early or whatever it is. Or they're working around back. Who knows? And you pull your wagon as far as you can go there. And then you have to get out and walk, of course, to the farm, as you would know.
Well, I suppose I only paid you this much. I guess not to the front door, but don't expect a tip. Just kidding. Here's a tip. I feel bad already. Yeah. Korzakan. Are you familiar with Vidrian at all? I assume. Where did you say you were from?
All over, man.
All over. Oh, okay. Well,
No, I don't. Give me the lowdown.
yeah.
Here
So,
and there.
we used to be part of the Chilaxian rule, but we, freed ourselves pretty early on using the vassal nations that we had before. But then we had to deal with the pirates out in the shackles.
No.
Yeah, they were trying to, take advantage of us, and we had enough. So we got rid of the vassal nation, said no to the pirates, and we are now a sovereign nation. It's pretty great. We freed ourselves. It's great.
I think my people may have helped in that.
Say that again?
I think my people may have helped in that.
Oh yeah. But who are your people?
In the shackles part?
No.
Oh, you were. Which side would you know?
I'm pretty sure like my half orc community helped with that, either freeing you people or with the folks trying to keep y'all
Rest.
in. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
I'm pretty sure it's the freeing part though.
I don't remember too much.
Yeah, I didn't
about
really
the-
pay attention to my history classes. And I left home with young kids, so
I do know Vidrian, like out of character. I do know Vidrian relies on a lot of assistance, especially navally, to counter the pirates. But it was mostly like as far as like the land goes, land warfare. It was a pretty insular sort of.
okay.
But like honestly, I imagine the country is more than willing to accept. Like there was a revolt, and it spurred revolt after revolt. And yeah, I mean, any help is, as long as there's no additional chains or strings attached.
Sure.
They were all about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you all get out, you get your expensive Toomey luggage out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is this my Louis Vuitton?
yeah,
Do they have luggage? I don't know.
roll
Probably.
it.
Yeah.
I have a milk crate.
That's actually what I have.
And you start walking up the pathway to the house, and then something happens.
Oh.
I would say nothing happens, but something happens. So you pass the point, and nothing seems different, but all of a sudden, you don't really hear much of anything. Like there were lots of wildlife before. There were lots of so it's very quiet. You don't see as much movement as you thought you would see. Something seems a little odd.
Well, I mean, if Faza is in bed, why is there not more people running around trying to get shit done? This is very weird. Korzakan, I think we should pull our rapiers out just in case.
Okay. I guess I'll put the beer down though.
You look over,
no.
You look over. Korzakan already has his rapier out.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's. I mean, you have free hand. You can drink.
Yeah, that's fair.
and
That's
wield.
fair. That's fair.
I don't recommend drinking and sword fighting at the same time, but you know what? We'll make it work. Klaus will attempt to call out to his mother.
What's that sound like?
Mudiva, mother, are you here? It's I. Where are you? Klaus is home.
Nobody responds to you.
At this point, perception check?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you pretty sure that you heard your mother inside the house.
Okay. So Klaus will go ahead and... Did it sound like strained, or did it sound just like she's busy doing stuff?
Just, yeah, it sounded muffled, but it didn't
Okay.
sound unusual.
Then Klaus will put the sword away and approach the door carefully.
Korzakan?
I'll hang back with my sword out, but not
Okay.
super visible.
Little side note, Klaus is also trying to kind of hide the sword out of sight on his hip. and we'll walk up the stairs to just like a little front porch.
Little swing on the side, so people can sit in.
Yeah. After a long day of farm work, definitely want to sit on the porch and drink your sweet tea. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
And then just kind of open the door.
Great.
It's this house.
Sure, open the screen door first, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and then open the door. And inside is nothing that you expected. It is the room. There's nothing in there. You open the door to an all white room, white floor, white ceiling, white walls, and larger than it looks like it should be. And on the other end of the room, it looks like maybe there's some writing on the wall. There's like red writing on the wall. Can't quite read it from here.
Korzakan, I think we drank too much.
Okay, good, because I was kind of surprised that this is what a farmhouse would look like.
Yes, this is not normal.
But okay. Just rub my eyes.
What ABV was that beer that we drank?
I don't know, man. I didn't filter it, so.
That could be it. Maybe there was something foul mixed in.
Some bacteria.
Yep.
Yeah.
Infestation. So you mentioned that there was some writing on the far end.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like there's any environmental effects coming through the doorway with the door open? Is there wind or a coolness or anything like that that's coming out, or does it just look
From the inside to the outside?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's just there's a shining, blindingly white room with some weird stuff on the far end that you can't really make out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Korzakan, I'm going to do something crazy. Something a little out there. Do you have rope? Actually, no, I have rope. So Klaus will go ahead and tie rope up around his waist and then toss it out to Korzakan. Here, Korzakan holds this end, and I will enter. This is very bizarre. If it looks like I'm about to die, pull my body back out.
Okay.
And Klaus is like, well, here we go. And we'll start to walk into this blindingly white room.
All right. You start to walk into that room. Korzakan, you're watching him walk in that room, and you're holding the other end of the rope. You're feeding it out. He's walking in, and the door shuts.
Kick it open.
So you go up to the door, and we'll black out there.
Well, this is going to go very well.
Yes. They were
Let
just
me prep a new
remodeling.
character.
So we head over to Matt and Eric, our heroes, on the way to Thuvia. Zoe
Here
and
are other heroes, right?
Otua.
Yes.
No.
Otua, the main character.
We are the guardians.
Protagonists.
The cool people. They are the heroes. That's fine. I can live with that.
You all spend a few days headed down there. I'm going to give you another foraged roll, please.
Wow, sure.
I have
18 and 22.
Ooh.
18 as well.
Okay, yeah, no problems at all. You guys are doing great.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad at all. And so you head over, and
not
are
reassuring.
you going straight to the manor?
It is a long journey, so I mean we are maybe passing some cities on the way there, but we
Sure.
can always kind of cycle back. Yeah, but let's go straight to the manor.
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah. You guys stop along the way. I'm sure there's some times not necessarily a hurry to get home. I'm going to scroll up to Otua's story here. You head on to the manor. There's a big roundabout where the cart can pull up, and I'm sure you have the Rolls Royce of horse-drawn buggies. And as you pull up, a manservant comes up and says, "Oh, Lord Marlon, welcome home." And they start to take your luggage out. Very different experience from the farm, and they handle that. You guys are free to get out. He does say, "Sir, Lord, your lordship, there is what is this thing over here?" First of all, Thank you. I'm sure your mother will appreciate the goat. We'll bring that straight to the kitchen. But what about this creature?
The goat stays with us. He's a friend. The creature Benji, she's also a friend, but potentially she would be more comfortable in the courtyard, in the stables. Maybe let some of the prime meat just kind of sit out for a little bit, and then bring it over to her.
Yeah, I'm sure she won't be welcome in the house. She seems to have a very bad case of lice. But he puts on his gloves. He's like, I have the perfect place for her. Don't worry. We'll take care of her.
Thank you. Otua steps out of the carriage and telekinetic projectile tips the driver.
Nice.
Showing off some of his new.
Has the head of a coin.
He's trying to show off his like, look, family, look at all the fun things I've learned on my journeys.
Hey, Otua, is this whole place for you? For your family?
Not just for me. We are a rather big family. So, there's
like
his
1,000 people? Is that?
It's a humble compound of a couple different groupings of homes just overlooking the sea.
Yeah.
There's room
You
for
left this?
all of. I needed to make something of myself. Meet some of my family here. I was the youngest son, so there was not much for me to do. I was kind of wandering about and laying about, and needed to make a change and learn some more skills.
Damn.
Meet the common people.
I'd like to lay about all day. Sounds pretty nice.
It sounds nice, but we've been bereft with tragedy as well. So that's a detailed.
Yeah. No, I mean,
here's my blind brother Charis, and my other brothers Toussaint and Noto.
Oh,
And I don't see my sister here, not Rylana, but the other one.
the deer nameless sister.
The deer to be determined.
Yeah.
So, no one's out there actually to greet you at the time anyway.
No.
So,
Some family.
but the butler does say, "Oh, sir, your lordship, your mother's in the sitting room."
Should I go see her privately?
Oh, up to you, sir. Just want to let you know where she is.
Sure.
Oh.
Yes. Zoe and Molly, and please have dear sir, please ensure that my guests are well attended to and get settled in their accommodations. Let me go see mother.
Oh yes, we've made accommodations for your friends. We heard they were coming, and we've made up rooms for them.
Hey, yeah. Do you have hags around here?
Hags, sir?
Yeah. The green, the green things. You don't happen
No,
to
sir.
have infestation of hags?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
He kind of looks down on you. He looks at your bare feet.
Oh yeah, a lot of people pay for that. It's called OnlyFans. So
Only feet.
OnlyFans.
Very good, sir.
Yeah. What's your name by the way, friend?
Rutherford.
Rutherford. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we can carry our things if you just kind of point us in the right direction. Happy to go get settled.
You already see your stuff rolling up. He has man service already rolling your stuff, and it's taken care of, sir.
Okay. All right.
This gentleman will lead you to your room, sir. Please, enjoy yourself.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good.
And so you head off, and you head to see your mom.
Yeah.
All right.
Walk through the main kind of archway of the main building, and you hear the kind of echoey thunder of like a marble tile floor, and he's kind of walking with due haste towards the sitting room on the left.
And you brought your aunt as well. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, she's with us in the party, but I think I kind of if you're leading me there, yeah, sure, yeah, Aunt Ellie comes with.
Oh yeah, well no, she's okay. That's certainly fine. She follows along with you.
Yeah, I think
I'm not
Otua.
so sure about this.
I think Otua charges ahead, and then maybe Aunt Ellie kind of slinks up behind and kind of just curious to eavesdrop on what's going on.
All right, so you come to the sitting room. Your mother's there. Says, Otua, and is that my sister-in-law, Ellie? Go back to the guest house. And Aunt Ellie's like, okay, I will. And so she heads out the back. Otua, come here, sit.
Thank you. I got your necklace, or I got Rylana's necklace, and I came as soon as I could. It's been quite the semester at the Magambia. We've been grown so much. We've been attacked so much. Your little darling boy is learning a lot, but also quite in danger. But I've met some good friends. I've brought some, as I've mentioned. I brought some friends with me. They could use a place to shelter. They have some big magical attacks going on, and whatever's going on. It rains all over the place in this horrible spot. But I am getting good education. But why? Tell me more about what is going on at home. What since everything.
Yes, well, we are, doing as we do. We're preparing for the next, shipment of, you know the deal, you know the business. So, we are rolling along here, making amends. But, how has the school treated you?
We're learning, but that's good to hear that the elixir is back in Astempor this year. It's and I know it's a big driver for our city, but I'm trying to leave alchemy behind and kind of channel my roots as a summoner and grow in that field and discipline a little bit more. But it's been challenging. We've been in some close ensnares here, and it's been hard to make it through. But I'm getting there, getting stronger every day.
Good. Well, as far as the pendant goes, yes, it was your sister's. Originally was my mother's, but you were the furthest away. Well, we can keep it with you for the time being. I'll wear the other one. But be very careful with it. It's worth quite a hefty sum.
I will definitely protect it and keep it on my person, and not sell
it. Not sell
it. Very well. It'd be difficult to sell half of a communication pendant, but so what are your plans? So,
well, I figured I'd show my friends a little bit around the city. We are on break from school, but the local university has some additional knowledge and wares that we can potentially, we're going to be studying as well on this break. This isn't just all fun and games, but I all I've known is my home, and I've stepped away for several months, and it's been it was a much needed change. I needed to get out after the drama that we left behind, but I also I care about you, and I care about my siblings, and I'm obligated to care about my father. But how is he?
Your father's well. He's handling the business.
How's his conscience?
I will say, well, listen, we don't. He has to make choices he has to make. You are not a father, and you don't understand.
Remind me.
And I will say, I can't say haven't missed you. You are my youngest, and I have a particular affinity for you, and you have captured the bloodline of our spellcasters in our family. And I will say it's interesting, but I'm not particularly pleased about you being gone. But that is how life goes. But Aunt, this is out of hand. She cannot be coming down there and invading your area and trying to get money from you. I assume she's mooching, and she starts rambling on, and you see something behind her, a little unusual. It kind of catches your eye as she's talking to you. You kind of lose track. She's like ramble, and as sometimes us men do, we zone out a little bit as we see something else in the background, and you're like, it's like in the mirror. It's like a mirror on the wall, but it's kind of facing in a way that maybe is facing the other way, and you think you see a very familiar person. Maybe that must be in the hallway. It couldn't be. It looks like your sister. Your sister that is now passed away.
Mom, turn around. Do you see that? Look behind you. Is that?
She says, "Do not change the subject. It's very important that we get your aunt under control and in a place where she can move forward with her own life." And you look back up, and the reflection in the mirror is gone, while your mom's still talking.
Otua is just shaken by it, overcome with emotions, maybe with hope and but also skepticism that he knows the fate that she met. So he's just kind of wondering kind of how delirious he must be from his travels. And I guess kind of says, "Hey, Mom, it's been a long journey. Do you mind if I go check in on my friends and revisit this conversation about Aunt Ellie at a later date? Yeah, I understand that she's a black mark on the family, but she means well. She's harmless."
Well, by the time we meet again, we will need to have a plan in order and in action for your aunt. And as you look up again, that mirror is still blank. Maybe look it up once more to hope that you see something that you thought you saw, maybe just in your imagination. And we'll fade to black there. And we'll head over to Korzakan and Klaus in a very interesting situation. So Klaus, you hear a slam behind you. And
oh my, what is that? Oh, the door!
Yes,
Korzakan, why'd you close the door on me? I thought we were buddies.
It has severed the rope.
That is a very sharp door.
Yeah, very sharp door.
The sharpest. There is no door.
Oh.
When you look back, there is no door there.
There is no spoon. Yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense. A very sharp non-door. Well, Klaus will, while holding the useless rope. I thought this was a very good idea. Clearly, I was mistaken. We'll start to look around. And you said there was writing on the far end. Has any of that changed?
That is the same for you.
Well, Klaus looking around being like, what's the Pulp Fiction John Travolta meme? Or GIF where he's like looking side to side. Mm-hmm. Look around. And he's like, well, I see only one thing to go towards. Well, might as well go that way. Maybe I can get closer and read it. So Klaus will start to
put on your glasses
cautiously,
so you can actually make out the letters.
Yeah, they don't have glasses back in Golarian's fantasy. No, they do. That's
they do. They absolutely do. Yeah.
Well, Klaus is too proud to wear glasses. He only gets LASIK, and they don't. Yeah.
Real close.
They have not invented LASIK yet.
They have lasers,
but
no LASIK.
Ooh. Be able to shoot one of those into my eyeballs. But yeah, Klaus will go ahead and move towards the writing until he can make it out and read it.
Great. As you walk up, you look at these walls, and they seem to be made of something you've never seen before. Like at first, you're like, "Oh, maybe it's a marble, like a nice white marble," but
made of money.
They're almost made of. They're white, but they seem to be as hard as your sword. And you go up to the wall, and there are words written on it. Mm-hmm. And we'll step over to Korzakan. Korzakan.
I kicked the door open.
You kick the door open, and when you kick it open, there's a white room.
I go in the white room, my sword up.
You go in the white room. The door slams behind you.
That's fine. Fuck you, door. Is Klaus in there?
You turn around, no door.
No Klaus?
But you turn around again, and yeah, you see Klaus. And Klaus is up there starting to look at some words on the wall.
Does he look like he's getting possessed?
Red frog.
I'll give you a perception check.
Uh-huh.
Sounds great.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it is 8. It is 8, sorry.
Expert GM. I guess every time, but it's okay. Sometimes I'm right. And you, you look at him, and he seems very normal to you.
Oh, okay. Like, hey, buddy. I don't know why the door closed, but I'm here. I got your back.
Does Klaus hear this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're both in this room now, and like normal people in a room.
Okay. Perception check on the room, please.
Yeah. So, like, inspecting the stone and the writing, is it in a language I don't know? Did I not hear that?
Nope. I just cut you off before you read it.
Sweet.
On your perception check, Korzakan, it is all white. There doesn't seem to be really any edges, even though it's definitely in a rectangular shape. It's when you get close to things, you don't really see edges. It's very weird. It's almost a forever room, but there's walls. So it's hard to explain exactly in your own mind, if you will. And the walls are so hard, like even if you were to bang your sword on it, it hurts your hand. It's just seems to be very hard.
But also
and Klaus,
non-existent at the same time.
Yeah, it definitely is real.
Okay.
It feels real.
All right.
But visually, it's hard to encompass.
Okay.
For you, Klaus, there are words on the wall, and they're in red, and they are like they were drawn with a finger, like finger painted. Okay. And then the red drips down as it paints, and it says, "Use your head to paint me red. Inside of thee resides your key. Be aware of what you spurn, for what you give shall be returned."
Are you gonna put this in chat?
Yeah, chat that for us, will you?
I can do that, yeah.
Sweet.
So you just gotta headbutt the wall, right? That's what you have
till
to
I bleed
do.
and paint it with my own blood.
Yeah. It's like what is it? Saw? No, that movie where people have to like cut themselves, like amputate.
Yeah. Saw.
Yeah, that's Saw.
Okay.
Oh, Saw.
I didn't really watch this movie, so I stayed in the other room while
Terrifying.
other people watched.
I own 1 through 6 if you want to borrow them.
No, thank you. No, I like.
Do you have a
my
DVD
dreams.
player? Does
I
anyone
do not.
besides me?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's the DVD?
The new one's good too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. What's a DVD? Eric, it's kind of like an 8-track, but it's a disc.
It's kind of like a laser disc.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Clarify.
But smaller. I miss my Laserdisc player.
What would you like to do? Of course, Klaus, I've customized a puzzle room for.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
I take something.
And below the writing, there is a door with a keyhole.
I assume it's.
Klaus looks to his rapier. Does it look like a key by chance?
It does not look like a key. It looks like a rapier.
Just double check.
I take one of my sling bullets out and I just throw it against the wall.
I respect that.
You don't even use a slingshot.
No,
you just
just
throw
experimental.
Yeah. Just
it bounces off. Clank, clank, clank,
With-
clank, 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 clank.
Like with more energy than it would normally bounce off.
No,
Okay.
not that you would think. It seemed pretty
I
normal.
pick it up, downtroddenly.
I really want to go to an escape room with Lorna now.
Oh, I freaking love escape rooms so much.
I
I'm
wanted to go to
such
an
an
escape room
asshole
so
when I get
bad.
there. DC escape room.
done. Sold.
I'm down.
Oh
I've
my
never been
gosh.
to one.
I
Oh
do
my
it.
god, I'm so excited.
I've been to one that we did not escape. Did you escape one?
Oh yeah, I've done so many. So you know.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Right.
The goal, yeah. So yeah.
so DC escape room soon. All right.
Yes, but like it's an awesome thing. Okay, well that's not it.
So I feel like it's too easy for
This
me
is
to cut
perfect,
myself and rub my blood on the keyhole.
You can go, dude. Why not? I mean, did you cut yourself on your head though?
Well,
Probably not.
I don't really want to cut my head. I don't, as you know, the head bleeds very quickly and a lot. Whereas like
Yeah.
the hand, if I just like.
I'm just
little
worried
bit.
about that last bit. Be aware of what you spurn, for what you give shall be returned.
Yeah.
Should we just leave this room or just not explore it?
Yeah.
Well, we should probably find your parents, I guess.
But also, we don't really have a go back direction. We really only have
Should we?
forward.
Well, I'm glad I brought my beer in with me.
Oh, actually, can I have one of those? Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, of course. I was.
Thank God.
All right, try the blood thing. Let's see if that does anything. It makes sense.
Is this?
I was a waiter for a while and at a place called the Pig Door, and these two old ladies came in. They must have been over 70, and I was like, oh, and they both ordered vodka somethings. I can't remember what it was. And they were like, this is our Sundays, and Sunday we like to drink and think.
Oh, those two
pretty
usually don't
solid.
go together.
That's true. I feel like that's what y'all are doing here. It's like you have a puzzle room, and you're having a drink.
Yeah.
You're drinking and thinking.
Drinking a thing.
Yeah. So Klaus will draw, it's already out. He kind of looked at it, right?
Yeah,
So
mine's
he'll go
out.
ahead and, on his thumb, just press against the blade and just draw a little bit of blood, and then go up to the keyhole and kind of rub his thumb across the keyhole.
Oh, and I activate my bracelet of dashing.
Ooh.
So you rub your blood across the keyhole.
This is
and
not hygienic or sanitary, but that's fine.
Yeah, nothing unusual happens. Nothing unexpected happens.
Okay.
Blood just kind of runs down the wall a little bit.
Does the door
It does
open?
look similar to the words on the wall.
Go ahead, sorry.
The door does not click or open or unlock.
Well, like,
that you
if
can
I
tell.
just test the handle, it doesn't just open. Did we say this
There's
already?
no handle, just a keyhole.
Paint the town red is to celebrate or something.
Yeah. It's a good thing you're editing, Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna look so smart when he
So
edits it. All
smart.
our thinking out.
Yeah. What else is in this room, out of curiosity, before you cut over to someone so we can think about it?
Nothing else.
There's literally nothing else. There's no... Okay. Is there anything on my person that was not there before I entered the room?
Oh, good question. You tap yourself down,
Mhm.
and no, you find nothing else on your person that is different.
Okay, so I am the same, and there's nothing else.
Korzakan's the same.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sweet. All right. Well-
Maybe Benji knows how to open the door.
Benji knows everything. We should have just... Benji's the
Customer
true
brought you
hero
to
of...
If you
the
only brought
story.
an NPC with you to help you out.
Damn it.
Yeah. I mean,
You guys are looking at this blood, or not blood wall, but like a wall written in red with a drippy red substance, and which makes
Blood.
understandably why you would think cut yourself and put it over the keyhole. And maybe you think maybe there's a little bit more to that, but maybe I need a week to think about it.
How dare you! Make
So
me
we'll see you all next week.
It's a glory.
Well,
It's a glory hole.
It's a
Yes,
key glory hole?
you must both put your dicks in it.
definitely not for half orc size.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop recording.
Let's see how big the keyhole is.
Wow, mine doesn't fit.
Oh, stop recording.
Says Korzakan. Oh, okay, stop.